welcome back to Cutsupply. In this video I'm going to be giving you a broken down overview of Scout. Scout is a platform to help you with your reselling career, whether you're utilizing bots, subscriptions, every element of your reselling career. If you want to go ahead and streamline it, I highly recommend Scout, and you're going to learn why. I know a lot of videos out there would just say I highly recommend a product, but trust me, if you just watch this entire video and you actually check out our written overview post on our website. So quickly before we go ahead and start today's video, if you want to match what you see on my screen, all you simply want to go ahead and do is click the link down below and go ahead and set up a subscription with Scout, and then you can go ahead and learn about the platform as I demonstrated to you. So let's begin. At the dashboard page, it's going to say hello Kasim, that is my name, and my @ on the platform is @Kasim, my plan is professional, and this is the dashboard. Now this is going to show some overview statistics based on everything you input on the left side here. So we have last week, last month, 6 months, and 1 year. Those are button prefixes for timescales. When it comes to all this information, you can alternatively set a start date and an end date. You can view by day, week, month, and year, and you can also change the currency. I'm in the UK, so I'll set mine to pounds, but it's a bunch of currencies there for you guys to check out. Then we have a profit breakdown illustrated per days. You can actually change this to weeks as well, and as you guys can see, it will change to weeks, but it says profit breakdown, the items, the tickets, the bot keys, the expenses, and the total, and you can count unsold items as well. So that is everything that I can actually record by you guys entering it on the left side. Then we have the your portfolio, and this is essentially your total items. You have your total purchases, sales, and profits. Then you have your unsold inventory, so if you log all your inventory, it will appear here. Then you have your total tickets, if you wish to enter that, your unsold tickets, and then you have the overall report, which is profit overall, sales overall, purchases overall. Then your subscriptions, which is your monthly spend, and your active subscriptions. Then you have your total bot keys and unsold bot keys. So as you guys can see, there is a lot of elements that link heavily to the reselling scene. Then we have the activity tab. Now on here, this is the activity feed. This goes with all charges, subscriptions, anything that is going on based on all the activities over here. It will go ahead and be logged here for you guys to go ahead and check out. So as you guys can see, that description does actually sum it up very well. It says everything going on with your Scout integrations. So if you're not sure if a payment's meant to go or something, a fees are meant to go, or you meant to ship something, then obviously go to your activity feed and it will be shown all here. If you head over to your inventory here, this is where you manage your inventory of shoes, clothes, and collectibles. So it is segregated into name, size, status, profit, unrealized profit, purchase total, listing amount, platform, market price, colorway, place of purchase, tags, date, purchase, date added. You can actually keep scrolling it, imported from, name, size, status, profit, and it keeps going like so. So it's very detailed in the way it's gone ahead and broken down. So you can go ahead and add stuff in here, and that's what I'm going to show you. So you have the plus button up here. You can go ahead and put in your name, a style ID, brand, color, condition of it, the purchase price, whether it's shoes, clothes, or other, the tax, shipping, place of purchase, purchase date, tags, order number, cop list, and some notes if you wish. Once you click save, it will appear here. You can go ahead and do this for a bunch of your inventory. You can also export your inventory, name of export, start date, end date, and include what you want to export. You can reorder the columns if you wish. You can also share your inventory with people. So you can create a new link and go through that entire process. You can list your items on StockX and Goat, so you can go ahead and do this very easily instead of individually going to each site and doing it, which is a long process. There's bulk actions as well for items. You can edit, delete, duplicate, adjust tax rates. You can add to cop list, mark listed, mark sold, mark unlisted, and toggle personal. So as you guys can see, this is one of the most streamlined processes when it comes to inventory management in this community at the moment, and I'd highly recommend you obviously utilize this to keep everything nice and organized. Moving over to sales, this is very similar to inventory in terms of the system, how it works, but in here you can basically just log all your sales. So everything will appear here in similar headers to the inventory part, and as you guys can see, it's going to allow you to organize everything very easily. If something picks up here that's been sold but it hasn't, you can also hit mark unsold. You can edit the sell info, the item info, and you can also reorder your columns. Then for bulk actions, you have the same thing once again. Moving over to cop lists, this is organize your inventory and sold items into different groups. As you guys can see, you can actually put items into a cop list. So if you go over to cop list section, it will all appear here. Maybe if you want to segregate your tickets from your sneakers, that's completely fine. You can create a cop list and it goes ahead and segregates it for you. Alternatively, if you wish to segregate all your items of a size 8 into one group and size 9 into one group, you can also do that as well, just by utilizing cop lists. Then the releases section is very useful to see when there's going to be a new release. As you guys can see, at the time of recording this video is October 28th. The next release is all over here. We can see it on a little calendar here in like a Google calendar type of style. So it is very useful. If we hit on it, we can see some details Obviously at the moment I've got 0 purchases, 0 profit from sales, and 0 unrealized profit. This is overall very useful if you want to go ahead and see the upcoming releases. Moving on to expenses, this is where you can go ahead and log your expenses, and it's segregated into name, total, quantity, purchase total, purchase date, order ID, purchased at, and the tags. You can hit the addition button to go ahead and create an expense. So you name the expense, you enter the tags for the expense, the purchase price, the place of purchase, the purchase date, the tax, shipping price, quantity, and order ID. And obviously this will go ahead and factor into your general statistics, which will appear in the dashboard. So let's say you buy something for £200 and your profit is 120. Obviously you're making an £80 loss. It will go ahead and factor all that in based on the information you give it. You can head over to subscriptions, and once again, very similarly to the expenses, you can go ahead and log a subscription. So if you hit this, you can go ahead and enter all the information here. The dates are important because Scout can go ahead and calculate what date it's going to take out on, and that will be in the activity tab. And also if you enter this correctly on the dashboard tab, like I showed you earlier, it will show how much money is being spent monthly and what is being spent on. When it comes to monthly purchases, they can't stack up very easily. Those types of business models rely on people forgetting to cancelling them and people not realizing that they're keeping paying for them. So if you actually log everything, you can actually cancel subscriptions because it's just a lot more organized. You're going to see what subscriptions are going out each month, and it's better for organization. Then you have market prices. If we go to the recent releases here, let's say the Jordan 5 Retro Off-White sale, if we hit view markets, it will go ahead and shows the market with some detailed statistics here. We can select a size, we can choose a time scale, and as you guys can see, these are some very interesting statistics to go ahead and have a look at, and it also is shown here. If you hit this button, it will actually go ahead and take you to StockX, where you can view this information here, but in my opinion it's a lot more detailed just to look at here, and it's a lot more enjoyable in my opinion as well, because you get to see all the details. Moving on to packages, this is where you can go ahead and add your packages and stay up to date on what items are in transit. So it's segregated into name, status, tracking codes, item, estimated delivery, carrier, and date added. If you hit the addition button, you can go ahead and put on the name and the tracking number, and then it will use that tracking number to go ahead and track the items through its transit journey, and then it will all appear here. So let's say you have 17 packages coming in. If you log everything here with a tracking number, you can just go ahead and monitor all of them all at once. Moving over to tickets, this is where you can manage your ticket purchases and sales. If you hit the addition button, you go ahead and enter all this information once again. Very similar to the inventory bar, this is just for tickets. And then moving over to bots, once again, you can go ahead and manage your bot keys and keep track of your bot key reselling. So if you hit the addition button here, you can go ahead and put on the name of the bot, what type of key type, the purchase price, the place of purchase, purchase date, listing price, the listing platform, listing dates, key, sale dates, pay amount, and quantity. You can go ahead and utilize that if you wish. We have the bot vault, and this is where you can manage and resell all your bot keys from one place. So all you want to hit is add one now. You name the bot, the key type, the purchase price, place of purchase, and the key. You hit save, and then it goes ahead and gets added to your bot vault. For emails, you can go ahead and actually integrate your emails into Scout and then actually pick up all the items showing, the expenses going out, and the packages coming in, all based on the emails you integrate into Scout. Then I'm going to go ahead and ignore the affiliate hub. That is just for people that are part of the affiliate program. But then moving on to settings, you can add emails, which is what we just talked about. So you hit connect email here, you log in through Google, Windows Live, or IMAP. It's completely up to you. Then once you go ahead and connect to email, you can go ahead and utilize the emails tab. For integrations, we have the StockX settings, the GOAT settings, eBay settings, and bot broker settings. This is all for listing items through Scout, so it makes it a lot more convenient for you. So if you wish to go ahead and do that, then you can. For general settings here, if you actually click this, we have the account settings. I've actually blurred out some of that information here, but you have your email, name, username, and Discord. You have two-factor authentication because you're putting a lot of important information into here. It is worth to go and do that. You can download Scout on mobile. You have the light theme preferences. As you guys can see, I can go ahead and change it if I wish. I'm actually going to stick to dark mode here. You can change the primary currency. You have a bunch of options here if you wish to do that. You can view your exports. You can import spreadsheets. You can go ahead and add alternate Discord accounts, and you can also reset your account if you wish to do that. Then for mobile app, you can hit this, and the buttons for App Store and Google Play will appear up here. So if you wish to check that out, then you can. Then for billing, this is for billing on Scout. So if you want to manage your billing here, you can. I don't have anything connected at the moment, but this will actually show you the email, the plan, the billing cycle, the next payment, the last bill, and a coupon if it has been activated, and you can cancel auto renewal as well, and then your invoices will appear here and you can finally edit your card. So I highly recommend you go ahead and check out Scout. I'll leave a link to Scout down below in the YouTube description. If you're watching this on the cost supply page, we have a written overview for you guys to check out. If you guys are on YouTube and you want to check out that overview, I will leave it linked down below. That's going to conclude today's video. If you guys enjoyed it, please drop a like, subscribe if you guys are new. I'm going to catch you guys next time. Peace out.